It's our best shot to keep moving forward. It's our best shot for a strong, healthy community. For more information, visit miamidade.gov/vaccine.
Good morning. It's Tuesday, and it's 11 a.m., which means it's time for the FIU Music Hour on WDNA 88.9 FM, where we present live weekly performances in the WDNA, boy, it's early in the morning, WDNA Jazz Gallery, and features students, alumni, and faculty from Florida International University's Herbert and Nicole Wertheim School of Music and Performing Arts. I'm your host today, and FIU faculty Dr. Russ Spiegel, and along with our producer, Dr. Karen Valas, we'd love to welcome you to our show. Whether you're listening to us at home, in your car, or live on wdna.org/FIU, we are delighted to have you with us. Today, we are pleased to feature the Subtropical String Quartet, featuring violinists Ariel Macadangdang and Jacques Godway, Robin Savitsky on viola, bandleader Stephanie Jaimes on cello, and Brian Dubrow on the guitar. The Subtropical String Quartet is a new and unique ensemble based in South Florida, specializing in improvisation, extended techniques, and original and underrepresented repertoire. And the first piece they're going to play for us is a Danish piece called Sonderho Bridal Trilogy. And we have with us Jacques, the
Yes.
second violinist. Good morning.
Good morning.
You want to tell us about the next two pieces you're going to be playing for us?
Sure thing. Yeah, we're going to be playing two more pieces, each of which are originals that I composed. The first is a song that I arranged based off of baby songs that my dad used to sing to me and my brothers as he swaddled us in our bath towels and brought us from the shower to our bedrooms to get changed. And you'll hear each one of them. The first one is Jack's song, which is, I love my baby Jack, I love my baby Jack, I love my baby Jack. It's very simple. The second one is Jerry's song, which is, I love you, yes I do, 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 do. Very simple again. And the last one is my brother Togi's song, which is Baby, Baby, Baby. I love my baby, baby. That's definitely my favorite. After that, you'll be hearing the second movement from the Quartet number 1 that I composed.
Excellent. Lovely. Wonderful music. There's another piece that I see here from a Filipino song composed by Mike Velarde. And you want to talk a little bit about that?
Sure. This piece is called Dahil Sa'yo. It's a Filipino ballad that I grew up playing for our Filipino gatherings, and it's very sentimental to me.
Fantastic. So beautiful. So I would like to speak a little bit with the band, find out a little bit more about you. Stephanie, you are more or less the band leader for this group?
For this group, it's actually Ariel and I share the responsibility of the mic. So.
Yeah, it's always better when you speak into the mic.
So for this group, actually Ariel and I came together to form this group.
Can you make sure you're speaking directly into the microphone?
Yes,
Thank you.
definitely. We can.
Thank you very much.
Actually, I guess Ariel wanted to talk a little bit about the group and how we got started.
Yeah, we had a classical music series on Sunday nights at the Subtropical Center for Subtropical Affairs, and so we named the quartet after the center, and we had a lot of fun putting these programs together. These selections actually come from several of those programs. There's some of our favorite folk songs and sentimental melodies and things that we wanted to arrange as a quartet.
And how did you all come together, form a group?
We all play together around in a scene. We do a lot of events together. They went to school together, and I met them just like on gigs, actually. And then we just started playing together, and we had similar styles, similar tastes, and now we're together.
Fantastic. And Jacques, you've done a lot of writing for this group, I believe.
Not so much, but I did love taking the opportunity to force them to play some of my compositions, because anybody that writes music definitely knows how tricky it can be to get an ensemble together to actually make it come to life. So it's just such an awesome opportunity to be, first of all, asked to play with them. Stephanie and Ariel approached me about this a while back, and I felt very fortunate to be able to say yes and then be able to coerce them into playing some of my original compositions. But other than that, no, they did, each of us have really brought arrangements to this. In fact, some of the next pieces that you'll hear come from both Brian and Ariel. And then later on, you'll hear Stephanie's arrangements of some great stuff as well.
Fantastic. And this is for anybody. Is there anything, what specific are you going for when you're writing arrangements for this ensemble, which you might not do in another situation?
Well, the fun part about this group is that all of us chop, which is like my favorite percussive technique on the string instrument. And that's not common. A lot of string players don't do that. So when I was arranging a couple of Latin pieces you'll hear later, I was like, oh, awesome, I can add chops to it, knowing that we all can, explore and do extended techniques together.
Speaking of chop, does somebody want to play a little chop so somebody in the audience can get an appreciation of what this is? Right, so it's a very specific percussive sound, which is very, very pop in some ways. Like you hear that a lot, and guitars do that, right?
Yeah, well, it comes from the bluegrass world, right? So Ariel, or old time? I guess bluegrass. So Ariel and Brian are bluegrass experts, so I always go to them when I have questions. So it comes from that world, trying to mimic the mandolin sound, the percussive sound they make. And then, so I'm actually not a bluegrass player. Yeah, exactly, that sound. You gonna do it one more time, Brian? Sorry. Yeah.
Okay.
And so I don't play bluegrass. I do love it. I play a lot of rock and pop and stuff like that. So I've taken that element and now I put it into that kind of music. So.
Amazing. And you also attended the FIU School of Music, did you not?
Yes, I did, for my bachelor's and my master's. I graduated in 2015 with my master's. I was very fortunate to be there because it was a small cello group of graduate students there, which was nice because it was very intimate. We got a lot of experience performing, a lot of time with our professor, Jason Calloway, who was amazing. So I'm very fortunate to have gone there. And I was also a TA there, so I got paid to go, which is even better.
That's always a nice situation, right? Getting paid to study.
Yeah.
And what advice would you give to anyone trying to form a group like this?
Be curious, stay curious. Try things. And we're so lucky, with the internet and social media. It's like I can find people who are doing similar things. If you're into chopping or percussive stuff, there's an amazing violinist called Casey Dreesen. I follow him, and he gives classes. And, there's a ton of stuff online nowadays, which is amazing. So stay curious, people. Experiment.
And finally, how can people follow you on social media?
I'm very active on Instagram. So if you want to follow me, I'm at the Miami Cellist. Very easy to find. And you'll find everyone on my page as well. I tag all of them. The quartet, you'll see more of us. And hopefully we'll be performing at the Center for Subtropical Affairs again soon. So stay posted, follow us online, and you can see us perform live.
Fantastic. And speaking of performing live, you're going to perform another tune for us?
Yes, the next song, Ariel, do you want to introduce it? It's her arrangement.
This is my arrangement of Sally in the Garden. It's an traditional old-time tune. Normally you'd hear this around a campfire and with fiddles and banjos, but today we have a string quartet and our guitarist, Brian Dubrow. and no campfire today.
Fantastic. You're listening to a live performance in the WDNA Jazz Gallery of the Subtropical String Quartet here on the FIU Music Hour on WDNA 88.9 FM. Please stick around. We'll be right back after these messages. And we're back with the FIU Music Hour with the Subtropical String Quartet.
The next two songs we're going to play are both Yiddish folk songs in a klezmer style, and they're both really important Yiddish songs to the Yiddish theater. It's going to be Dona Dona, followed by Poppy Rosen.
All right, so the next song we're going to perform is El Condor Pasa. It's an Andean folk tune. It's a song I grew up with, and I've always wanted to perform it, so we're going to do it now with string quartet and with Brian Dubrow on guitar. Thank you. So I'm very excited to introduce this next piece. It's called Pai Mate by Carlos Vives. It's a vallenato song made in 1990. And I grew up listening to Carlos Vives because my dad is Colombian and my parents lived in Colombia for a while. And I just don't hear enough cello in vallenato music. So I just thought I wanted to play vallenato for string quartet. So I hope you enjoy. This is Pai Mate for string quartet and guitar.
Nice. What do you have next for us?
Our next tune is called El Cumanchero. It's a Puerto Rican piece by Rafael Hernandez. And this one will be just for string quartet. Thank you, Brian Dubrow, for playing with us. We really appreciate it. I hope you enjoy our arrangement. Well, it's an arrangement from Nikki Aponte of El Cumanchero.
You've been listening to the Subtropical String Quartet featuring Ariel Macadangdang, Jacques Godway, Robin Savitsky, Stephanie Jaimes, and Brian Dubrow on the FIU Music Hour on WDNA 88.9 FM. I've been your faculty host, Dr. Russ Spiegel, and along with our producer, Dr. Karen Velas, I'd like to thank our FIU grad student, Antonia Wilson, student intern, Josephine Mendez, WDNA sound and tech wizard, Alex Aldrich, and the staff of WDNA 88.9 FM for today's broadcast. If you'd like more information on all our programs, make sure to call 305-348-2896 or simply like our Facebook or Instagram page to stay up to date with all our upcoming performances. Thank you so much for joining us, and make sure to join the FIU Music Hour for more great music every Tuesday, 11 a.m. to noon. Thanks again to our guests, and we have time for one last song. What would you like to play for us?
We're going to play an indie folk piece called Marigold by Mother Falcon, arranged for a string quartet.